Hi everybody! Today's video I'm really excited about because it's actually going to be the start of a new series on my channel. And this is a series I've really been thinking about for a while and planning for a while and getting really excited about, so I really hope you guys are excited too. Something I've really been realizing throughout the years is that the obstacles and struggles that teenage girls and teenage boys too deal with on a daily basis are really not brought up a lot and are kind of overlooked in a lot of senses. And this is something I kind of want to change on my channel. I was thinking about that, and then I realized I have a huge platform with over 200,000 subscribers now that I can be talking about these issues on and sharing my experiences, giving advice, ranting about it, just having a voice in important issues in our society. And this is something I really want to start doing more. So I've created this series. I don't have a name yet, so if you have any name ideas, leave them down below. But I've created this series where I'm just going to be talking about literally everything under the sun, issues and obstacles that I face, and I know a lot of you guys face too because a lot of you guys are my age. So that is really what I'm going to be doing today. And I thought to kick off the series, I'd do something that I can really personally relate to, and I know a lot of you guys have come talking to me about, and I know a lot of my friends deal with, and that is the issue of body image and how our society makes us feel about ourselves, mainly. Not just about our bodies, but about our overall appearances. So that is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. It's going to be more of a rant today, but I think I'm going to do more videos about this specific, how society makes us feel about our appearance. I'm going to be giving advice in another video and stuff like that, talking about my experiences. So it's going to be a really broad series, really going to be talking about everything here, but it's all going to be meant to connect us and bring us together and make us realize that we're not alone in these issues. This is something that I'm sure almost everyone faces. If you get anything out of this video, that is just the goal. If one person feels better from watching this video or any of the videos that are going to be in this series, that is what I want to accomplish here. That's going to make me really happy. With that being said, I think we should get started in the little rant, if you want to call it. I don't know if I want to call it a rant or just kind of voicing what I think about the topic. I think it's more just talking about it and bringing some issues to light. Right now, I think our society has progressively become more and more driven about appearance and how we look, because I think most of this is due to social media. And before you'd see models in magazines or models on billboards or something. But now we see models whenever we want. We can literally just type a model's Instagram username on Instagram or on Google or anything, and then instantly you see all these pictures of models. And this isn't just true for celebrities and models. This is true for everyone. I think personally, I've seen that social media has become a beauty pageant. Everybody's always looking at what everyone else is posting. Everyone's feeling pressure to post really good pictures, where you look super skinny. People are face tuning themselves to make themselves look skinnier. People are spending all their time trying to take good pictures for their Instagram, spending all their time comparing themselves to other people's Instagram pictures. And it's creating a false reality where everything is based on how we look. Everything is based on how pretty somebody is. And that's all our society has come to be. And this is so bad for us. And even if you feel great about yourself and you're always posting pictures of your body and your face and feeling you look really good, social media has made us seek the validation of others. It's made us feel like if you don't get a certain amount of likes or comments, that you're not beautiful or you're not pretty or you're not worthy. And this is so horrible that our society has come to this. That the number of comments of people telling you that you're beautiful translates to you being beautiful. It's created such a warped world for ourselves, especially a lot of you guys in high school or middle school. I'm sure you've had personal experiences with this, whether you're comparing yourself to your friends on social media, whether you're looking at models' Instagrams and feeling bad about yourself. Social media has overall just had a negative impact on how teenage girls view themselves. And I think this new behavior of comparing how we look to everybody on social media has now come out of social media, and we're doing it in real life too, even more than we were before. So overall, I think the impact has been really, really bad. And it makes us feel all this pressure of always having to look good, always having to post good Instagram pictures so you can get all those likes, so you can feel good about yourself. And it creates this cycle of like doing that over and over again in order to get validation, but this never really brings us happiness or makes us feel good about ourselves or appearance. It just constantly makes us seek the validation of others. Because I think we'll all come to realize, and this is something I still have to realize myself, is that other people, no matter what it is, their approval on how you look or how pretty you are is not what matters. Even if they think you're the most beautiful person in the world, the only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself. That is something that social media has really taken away from us. I think it's made it really, really hard for us to just focus on ourselves and not compare ourselves to everyone else around us and seek the validation. I think one of the biggest issues our society has is models and the expectation of the perfect girl. I don't think there's any variety in advertisements and models. It's all someone who's 5'10", super skinny, super flat stomach, perfect hair, beautiful face, and there's no variety. And I don't think there's anything wrong with looking like this. Like, go you if you look like this, but this isn't how everyone looks. This is not a realistic depiction of our society. When teenage girls or young girls are constantly being fed this media, especially now on social media, of a perfect girl that looks like this, they're gonna start wondering why they don't look like this, and it leads to huge issues because the media does not represent girls how they actually look. And I know there's a lot of reasons for this. It's for like runway modeling, it's for like to fit the couture. They obviously just want to make their product look the best. It's extremely unrealistic, and it's having a really negative effect on teenage girls, me being one of them. Because if you don't fit this standard exactly, you're called fat and you think you're fat. I've had so many experiences throughout my life where I'm not stick thin, and I've never really had a skinny perfect body, and I know I'm not fat, but the pressure that society puts on you to be this perfect body really gets to you, and it still is something that affects me to this day. And this is something I think a ton of girls are faced with. 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls should not be compared to 90-pound, 5'10" runway models. It should not be the case. And it should not be the expectation either. And companies and magazines still continue to Photoshop these perfect models who are 5'10" already, super skinny already, to be even skinnier. They Photoshop blemishes off of them. There's a whole thing about how they Photoshopped Gigi Hadid had a birthmark on her neck, and they Photoshopped that off of her. Even the slightest Photoshop twists our society more and more, so there becomes the growing expectation of everyone looking like this, and then it ultimately results in everyone feeling bad. And all this photoshopping and all of this editing that's being done on these girls and these models, and sometimes it's the most unrealistic expectation ever, and everyone's feeling all this pressure that they have to look like this, and if they don't, they're called fat and shamed. They're said they're not pretty enough. And another area I want to talk about is clothing and fashion. I kind of just went into this with models, but I've really started noticing it more as I've grown up, that a lot of clothes is really just designed for one body type. And they're starting to do more plus size, but I feel like it's either like there's just an area where they don't have clothes. More often than not, I'll walk into a store like Urban Outfitters or Brandy Melville, or like just your basic stores, like not really like talking about any store in particular here, like I'll just try a bunch of clothes on, and the clothes is really just designed for really specific body type. And I noticed it a lot in jeans. Like, my thighs are not extremely thin, and I have a bit of a butt, so it's been really, really hard for me to find jeans that fit me right. And this shouldn't be the case, because so many people have so many different body types. There should be clothes for every body type, not just one body type. Everything is like tight crop t-shirts and like one size fits all. And I feel like fashion really makes you seem like you're abnormal or overweight if you don't fit in this one type of clothing or one size of clothing. And this really should not be the case. Personally, all of these things have warped my vision of myself over the years and made me feel like I had to like succumb to this standard of like the perfect girl. But there's a lot of things I just kind of have to accept about myself. Like, yes, my thighs are a little bigger. Yes, my hair is thin and not perfect and thick and wavy. Yes, I'm 5'6", I'm not 5'10". I don't have a flat stomach all the time. I don't have perfect skin all the time either, and I don't have really, really long legs. But this is just not how my body is designed. And if you're struggling with how you look too and society's expectations as well, I hope you can get something from this video. Like, I know it was really ranty, and I want to make more videos that aren't so ranty, either more advice in my experience, but right now I kind of just had to like get my feelings out, and I hope you guys can relate to them. And please leave your input in the comments below. But I want to leave this video on a positive note and a little bit of advice. Even though I feel so far off sometimes from what society wants me to look like or what the perfect girl looks like, this doesn't mean I'm not beautiful in my own way. That's so cliche, I don't even want to say it. But I believe beauty is not just one body type, not just one face. I believe there's a ton of different aspects to somebody's beauty and individuality. And just because society doesn't realize this doesn't mean that you can't realize this about yourself. I think we really have to start accepting ourselves and loving ourselves for who we are, regardless of what everybody else is doing on social media, or models are doing, or advertisements are doing, or anything. Like, anything everyone else is doing or how everybody else looks. We just have to start accepting how we look and what's beautiful about ourselves, and separating that from what other people look like or what the perfect girl looks like or everything else like that. But I'm getting really, really tired of this expectation that society puts on girls my age to look like this. And it's a lot to deal with, but I think it's something we can overcome as a society if we all work together and we all change how we feel about ourselves, and then we can start tackling the bigger issues. Alright guys, that was everything for today's video. A little heavy, I know, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please leave your input down below and let me know what this series on my channel should be called. I need some good ideas. And that is all for today's video, but I will see you guys in my next video next Sunday. Bye!